It's college football media day week, and the Big Ten media day for college football was held the last couple of days. And if you're wondering why are we talking about this, if you're a subscriber to the channel that follows us for college basketball stuff, we are planning to cover college football in various ways. We don't know exactly what the volume is going to look like on a day-to-day yet, but we're in discussions on figuring out how much time and what resources we need to put into covering college football this year. Last year, when we had just started doing daily podcast episodes, you and I talked a lot of college football, partially because it was what was going on and we wanted to, partially because your coach was a sexual deviant and Jim Harbaugh won a national championship. So with the unique circumstances of Michigan and Michigan State last season, it led to a lot of college football talk. I don't know what's going to happen this year, but we found the first video we wanted to do this week at Big Ten Media Days. And it's UCLA's head coach, Deshaun Foster, UCLA new to the Big Ten. Deshaun Foster new to UCLA, taking over for Chip Kelly. Well, we got a first impression of him on the podium, just giving his opening statement at Big Ten Media Day. Wow, what an all-time Hall of Fame Mount Rushmore opening statement. This is the most rattled I have ever seen a Division I head coach in any sport in front of a media at a podium ever. He just went blank. You can see it. I actually feel bad for him because it probably was just like a light's too bright. He spaced out. There you go. But the video is something else. It's like 70 seconds long, and I highly encourage everybody to watch this. Just search UCLA coach on Twitter, and you will see it. What do you make of this guy?
Well, I'm sure you guys don't know too much about Sleepers, our podcast, but we're in Ferndale. It's me and Greg. I'm excited to talk college football. That's about it.
You needed to give that like a 30-second longer pause.
It's so awkward. I can't believe he paused that long. This is more funny than anything because I actually did feel bad for the dude, especially because like you see this circulating on social media, and then like he had a segment I think on like a CBS like kind of like off to the side interview. Seems like a really cool dude, knows his stuff, was very comfortable. He was actually joking about it, like being on Twitter and things like that. But going by my coaching commandments, I never like when my coach is rattled by the bright lights. And he seemed a little bit shook up by the bright lights of Big Ten Media Day.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. He like was asked about this later. That's the hardest part of the sad part for me is like that was the opening statement.
This is his first impression basically as the new head football coach in the new conference at Big Ten Media Day. This is his first one.
And for those that don't know how like the media day stuff works, it's not just like every coach goes up, talks for 2 minutes, and then they go home. It's you give an opening statement. You are then answering questions for 10 minutes. And then there's breakouts where you have your own little chair and people can come ask more questions for a couple hours. So like he had to do like 3 hours worth of sitting in front of the media after this. And you can find him discussing it further where he is a lot more natural and comfortable. But he said later that afternoon, like, I'll probably get on Twitter. I'll see some jokes, but it's just tough for me. I'm not a big talker. Okay. Maybe don't go into this profession then. It'd be like, I don't know, like me taking a data entry job and like a week into the job, I'm just like stone faced and my boss is like, where are the spreadsheets you were supposed to do? And I'm just like, I'm not a big typer. Like, why'd you take this job then?
Just not a big Excel guy. Well, you're in statistics, just not a big Excel guy.
Yeah, like I hear you, man, but like saying I can't talk is not an excuse for ineptitude as a coach. Part of being a head coach, whether in football or basketball or anywhere, is like carrying yourself like a monster publicly. Public speaking matters. How do you talk to your players in the locker room? Like, and I'm not saying because he's spaced out at a press conference, he can't talk to his players in the locker room. This guy's probably just a football guy through and through, but it is crazy. Like if that were the new head coach of my team, I would be terrified. I would be sad. I'd be like, what are we doing with this dude? Like you thought Chip Kelly was bad. Oh my God. So I do think it's a bad look. like let alone at the new conference. Like I'm gonna be circling UCLA going forward and just paying attention, because this feels like Matt Patricia levels of ineptitude to me, where so many times the non-football stuff became the story because this dude just couldn't conduct himself like a normal human being in public, and it seeped through to the point where his players didn't respect him. Like, that is on the table here if this is how this dude carries himself consistently.
Yeah, I wasn't monitoring going into it. Now I'm monitoring.
Yeah.
I will be checking. I will be checking in. With that said, glass half full for him. We could look back on this moment and be like, wow, we let this dude come in his first year in the conference and be really good.
Yeah, true. If he just tears up the Big Ten, then it could happen. Connor Hope was tweeting and texting in a group chat last night about he loves this move. He's a football guy through and through. He loves this move. Do you like that?
Okay, love Connor Hope with all due respect. Connor Hope doesn't strike me as a football guy.
I don't know what that means, but
I
that's
love
great.
I love my dog, but
Okay. The only positive I have for UCLA from this, they play Hawaii, I believe, on opening night or opening day.
dog, please tell me you saw that there was line movement because of this press conference.
Cart, the line within 10 minutes of this going viral, the line dropped from UCLA minus 13 to UCLA minus 12 and a half. I hammered UCLA minus 12 and a half already.
Yep,
This
let's
is
work.
great. The play is like, I'll give you a spoiler alert. We do the Sleepers Bets college football newsletter, and hell yeah, that's coming back this year. My first play of the season, UCLA alt line minus 15 and a half. Thank me later. They're going to run these dogs off the field.
Come on.
Cart, you know what I love about you?
That I'm handsome?
You're reliable. I can count on you. You know, honestly, you remind me of Aaron Henry a little bit. Remember when, like, you know, their back was against the wall, nothing was going right, and man just showed up every day. He didn't make excuses. There were no problems. There were just solutions.
Sounds like me.
That's you. And it also reminds me of Duncan Mechanical Solutions, because if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts that you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company that serves Northeast Indiana and Southern Michigan, whether it's heating and air conditioning, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Cart, remember when your basement almost exploded?
I remember when my basement almost exploded. I remember when my furnace itself was acting funny. I remember when my AC was acting funny. I wish I had Duncan in my back pocket. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been anywhere in northern Indiana or southern Michigan that hasn't been perfectly cool or perfectly warm, depending on when the day called for. And that's because of Duncan Mechanical Solutions. They are the presenting sponsor for the month of July. Shout out to Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to learn more.